Yo, yo, yo,
Yo.
Uh, welcome back, boys. We'll switch up. It's not Thursday.
It's new Thursday.
It's new Thursday.
New
Some would
Thursday on
call
it.
that Tuesday.
Thursday.
And we're back. We're back in the wood at fucking Chitter's house. Y'all.
It's been an age. An
Been too
age.
long.
It has. It has. I've almost forgotten the peril that seeped into my bones for you guys. how do your bones fare?
The
Well,
boning.
bones are money, and so are the worms. So you know.
So rich.
That it
Feeling
is.
rich. Yes. And we'll continue that rich feeling into this enriching story we've unfolded for you guys. Set after a long voyage from our fair party of Pip the Woodman, not Ulysses, Varys the Cheeky Badger, and Orly,
Okay.
a resident nice boy.
Hi.
After connecting with some odd shark cats, or sharkanines as we called them previously, you guys got a trip across the water to a strange cave you noticed across this massive lake at the end of your voyage to find one Percival Peevers, it seems. A wily, well-dressed, dapper man who seems to be at the crux of all the problems, or at least the problems you've been faced with. And after encountering their new party member, Varys, Pip and the party decided to let him tag along and uncover more mysteries as Pip tries to regain his memories. After dealing with the aptly named Guardian, the large crab where this cave rested on his back, the party managed to make their way inside. There, surrounded by a nagging darkness that seems to consume this cave. At the end lies a sarcophagus or coffin, one that seemed to have black and red paint, but now is faded, and chipped, and seemed to be covered with a blue paint, and what seems to be the castle, the orange castle that's emblazoned on Tom's poncho. Feeling drawn, curious, he approached and rested his hand on this crystal as the party watched cautiously at the back of the cave. As soon as Tom placed his hand on this shining large cobalt crystal that seems to almost dangle with no support eerily in this makeshift sarcophagus, oozy, inky hands seem to jut out and wrap itself around it as it seems to almost shudder in anticipation and reach out and grab Tom and start to drag him closer. There he seems to have an epiphany of sorts as he breaks free and moves back towards you boys. Goes, boys, I don't like the looks of this. Schmoopsy! Schmoopsy's hair stands on end. Dirt boy, have you seen magic like this?
It's not the first time we've fought hands.
Oh, true. As the hands seem to reach out, almost wanting, calling to Tom. And you see cracks and fissures form on this blue cobalt crystal that seem almost eerily like a face as the shivers, the cracks outline the shape of almost a mouth or eyes, but you quite can't tell. and an ooze seems to pour out, and the gas pours into the cave a little bit low. Tom stands motionless, unspeaking, for but a moment, until the hands jut out and grab him once more, but it seems there's no resistance in Tom as it drags and pulls him closer.
Your friends get.
Wait.
Mm.
Uh,
Tom is quite strong.
we should probably help him still, anyways, though.
Are you hurt, Tom?
No, dirt boy. My friends. It's the Lord Abhors Rose.
I don't see anybody.
Can't you see him?
A trick of the woods.
He's there. And he seems to walk closer to the crystal.
It's the nether, Pip. The nether that I saw in the sarcophagus.
It seems
Calling him.
almost
Grab
like
him!
I could remember.
I'm gonna run forward, try and grab him.
You run forward and more hands jut out and wrap him more tightly and pull a little stronger. But it doesn't seem to pay you any mind as you run up to try and help Tom. What would you like to do?
I'm trying to see if I have anything that could potentially help in this case. I'm potentially going to try a dispel magic.
Ooh. Yeah. Dispel magic. Dispel away. Do I need a contested roll?
That's up to you. Dispel magic is basically it dispels spell levels 3 and lower. And anything higher, then I would have to roll a contested.
Yes, this is higher than a 3.
Okay, so the general threshold is 10 plus, like the spell level would be like the DC.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll roll plus my spell modifier. Oh, that's not going to do much.
What does it roll?
It was a 3 plus 5, so 8. So that doesn't even catch.
Yeah, and it would have been wisdom, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it passes. It definitely passes. As you wave your hand over and try and pump that familiar magic you've been using, even try and connect with the wood a little bit to try and get rid of these oozy, almost sap-like hands, even almost gaseous in some places. And it grows more and shoves you back a little bit and grabs Tom and pulls him until he's right by the sarcophagus. And I'm going to need everyone to roll in it, actually, as more hands come out. And Tom's right at the edge of the sarcophagus, pressed up close to the crystal. And you could hear whispers in all of your minds, sort of almost indistinguishable, layered on, like there's multiple voices talking through your head. Tom goes, I didn't fall off a cliff. I was meant to have these. These are for the Lord Rose, you see. And he goes closer, pressing his hands.
Tom!
I could see it so clear.
Do not listen, Tom.
He's gone, man.
And yeah, I'm gonna need that in it from everybody. Ooh.
It's a 19.
Okay.
Natty 20.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's another 3 plus 1, 4.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. And as this thing is dragging Tom in Does anybody actually speak primordial?
Let me check. Nope.
So the whispers continue. Through your head, and he goes, I could see my ship. And Pip is the first to act. As you see Tom pressing his hands, moving closer as these inky hands wrap around him fully, and Schmoopsy as well, and drag them in.
Yeah. We're in a cave right now.
Yes.
Just want to remember. And like the ground, is it like dirt-ish?
Yeah.
Like if I stab my staff into the ground, like is it just gonna go dink, or is it gonna go inside?
I would say it's pretty firm. Like you would have to like dig a little bit, but you are able to like put your staff, embed your staff into the ground if you like.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just thinking of how I'm going to cast the spell. I would like to cast Entangle, but because the earth is so hard and tough, I'm just going to like javelin toss my my staff, and it's going to like unfurl because it's made of all these like tangled roots, and it's going to try and
Ooh.
grasp the sarcophagus and Tom. Now it's like an AoE type thing, so. If he's in it, Tom has to make a strength save.
He's like, yeah, not resisting anything, so he would fail.
Yeah, so it's a 20-foot square, basically centered on Tom. The area is difficult terrain, and a creature in the area, when I cast spells, so he fails the save, and he is restrained by plants. He can use an action to make the strength check again.
Oh, beautiful. And you like toss your spear, and it kind of like goes into like the darkness of the coffin. Like it's almost like another one of the veils inside.
Oh.
And it's like sticking out sort of, and then your vines pop out of the end of the staff and grab Tom, and they seem to be in like this tug of war with the hands grabbing Tom, and yours are pulling it, like growing behind him and pulling him towards you, and the other hands are pulling him towards the sarcophagus. Give me a strength, but you can add your proficiency and add your spellcasting modifier.
Okay.
And we're gonna see basically if your vines are able to be stronger than the hands pulling Tom towards it.
Oh, I see. Okay. So strength mod and spellcasting modifier.
Yeah, plus your proficiency.
Plus proficiency.
Yeah.
Okay, so that is okay. I think that's a plus 11.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, I'm gonna actually take. Like, I'll use my movement too to get closer. Maybe like catch up with Ori, and then when I get closer, I don't know how like far I am from the vines, but I'd like a few of them to kind of like reach out towards like my hands and legs, and I'm like physically doing that strength.
Yeah,
So,
they go like right up to you. They kind of like embed in the soil and make it like loose and stuff, and like wrap around your legs and go around your arms and kind of like drill out and like spread after they coil, and like they're reinforcing in places, and you like pull back.
yeah, that was almost a natural 20, but it was 14 plus 11, 25.
Nice.
It rolled 22.
Oh.
So you are able to pull as like the vines pull Tom closer to you as he has this starry-eyed look across his face.
I'm really
almost
straining myself.
blank.
Come on, could you at least try a little?
But he's so gorgeous. The Lord Rose, our savior. And even Schmoopsy seems to whimper. but you pull and snap a few hands, but these hands end up free and they like wiggle loose. And if you can't do anything, that would be your turn.
That is my turn.
Next would be Varys.
Hey, Ferris is gonna walk up to Pip. Hey, Pip. Are you okay?
You intend to
What?
do something?
Well, what do we do? I don't understand what's happening. The room's
grab
kind of
him.
filling up with gas.
Well, can you do something about that?
Just keep doing what you're doing, and that'll be my bardic inspiration.
So inspiring.
It's a D8.
Yeah, you see me roll my eyes, but that like in Pip's mind, it reminds him a little bit of Ori.
That's cute. I'll go in view of Tom if I can make it like to where his head is facing. Tom, you're not seeing things right.
I see more clearly than I've ever seen.
No.
My boat, my voyage, it's all there.
Tom, look closer, please. I'm gonna try and reshape his memories with modify memory.
Oh my god.
God damn. Literally Men in Black.
What are these
Yeah,
spells,
first
man?
splash, and then
I make
Very
this shit look
interesting.
good.
It's a wisdom saving throw. If I'm fighting him, he has advantage. So it's like depending on what state you find him in, he could have advantage. You know, obviously your call. DC is only 15.
To reshape his memory. Okay, hold on. Let me get some Tom. I should have Tom ready, actually. I didn't.
I think he has a plus, a -1 actually on all rolls.
Yeah,
I think
you'd like
everything has
that.
disadvantage.
You'd like that, wouldn't you? Is it
He's
wisdom?
9 levels of exhaustion.
Dear God.
damn, -9.
Wouldn't you be
That's on a
dead?
deathbed.
Yeah.
10, I'm pretty sure is dead.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Tom. Wisdom save?
Yeah, DC 15.
Rolled a 16.
Then I will, as a reaction, not a spell, it's like a bardic thing. Cutting words. When a creature not immune to being charmed makes an attack roll ability check or I guess no. It doesn't say saving throw. It says ability check. Yeah, I can't, and I can't use my spell for the other one. Dang it! All right. His mind is an reshapen.
Well, you start
An
the spell,
unbreachable vault.
and he does snap back. He goes, "Dirt boy, Badger, Orly, where am I? What am I doing? Well, why can't I move?
Tom,
Pip,
Fight it!
these
Tom.
are damned vines.
this way, Tom. Stop. No, now you're resisting.
Dang it!
I came here for these crystals, my boys. The Lord Abernir Rose decreed. I need step and try. He's actually gonna try and resist your vines with this failed roll. What was the strength save to break 3?
It's a DC 17.
17 strength save.
But
Eh?
I know. This is specialty, man.
And he failed. As you're able to like double down and your vines grow more and get filled with this energy and wrap him, hold him back, and you could see like the drag marks in the dirt as it's like pulling him as he's trying to resist.
I got my heels digging.
But if that's all you could do, Varys.
I'll move back as close as I can to the safety of Dirt Boy. Not a baby.
Oh, beautiful. The safety of Dirt Boy. But
Yeah,
unfortunately, and this is kind of the scene, what's going on right now.
It's beautiful.
Oh shit!
You see that it
Fuck!
seems to move with a little bit more intention as more arms jut out and some grab like the lid of the sarcophagus and others reach out and form more distinguishable hands, and others come and wrap around it as it hugs itself and shudders, and you hear grow a little louder in your minds, and it's going to crack and fissure. And the way it cracks and fissures, it almost seems like it has a mouth, almost like rows of jagged teeth through. And this ooze and vapor is going to come out. Can everybody roll me a d20, please?
Wait, the crystal has the teeth?
Yeah, it's like the way it's cracking inside, it almost seems like the inside of it are sharp, jagged crystals reminiscent of teeth.
Okay.
And it seems to crack and fissure like it almost has eyes as more of these hands seep out. Yeah, and can everyone give me a little d20?
Another 3?
Oh no, and that one.
Oh, fuck.
I used all my luck last time in Agorond, and now it's come back.
Oh no.
11.
And Pip? 4. Orly, as it seems to like cough and this mist falls out of its mouth, it's going to spread down, and a little gaseous, almost like humanoid, like almost octopus looking, but only has like 4 limbs, it's like an octopus jellyfishish out of this ooze seems to appear next to you, Orly. And it's going to take a little attack on you as it kind of hugs onto you, and you feel like this immense pressure kind of like deep inside your chest. Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Oh no.
Well, damn.
Silvery barbs? Anybody got silvery barbs?
Yeah.
Wait.
Do I? Is this a roll that I could see, like an action that I can see happening?
Yes, you. As this mist comes out, it seems like it happens very quickly, but you see this thing form next
I'm
to
just going to
Orly.
use Sentinel at Death's Door. So when I or a creature I can see within 30 feet suffers a critical hit, I can turn that into a normal hit.
Ooh.
And any effects triggered by a crit are canceled.
Oh,
Nice.
beautiful. As it feels like you hear in your mind briefly, do you want to grow strong? As it seeps into your skin, but you press down your staff and the fireflies kind of pop out and get in between you guys and push it away. But you are going to take... you are going to take 10 necrotic damage.
Alright.
And this thing is going to stay floating next to you. But then you see the hands begin to move, and they jut out towards you, Pip. And they are going to basically go and slap you really hard.
How dare you? damn it.
Damn it. Does a 19 hit?
Yes, it does.
Beautiful.
To make a concentration save. Carry on.
Jesus Christ.
12. You're gonna take 12 necrotic damage.
Okay.
And I need a little deck save from you as well.
Okay. Dex save. Not good. That's a 6.
As
got
you're
barked, but-
kind of like feel
Oh.
this slap
6 though.
drive down and hit you, it's gonna like follow up and then kind of like extend and wrap itself around you, restraining you. Sorry, grappling you. You're not restrained, you're just grappled.
I'm grappled, okay. Which I think makes me restrained.
I think they changed
Or
it.
does it actually? No, I don't think it
No,
does.
no, I don't think so.
Sorry,
You can still
this
attack.
grappling is just so
Oh, they
impossible to ever
changed
know.
the sheet a little bit.
What?
Inspiration says heroic inspiration now on D&D Beyond.
Oh. Is that it?
I think there's a couple others. But,
Okay. I didn't even see that.
Interesting. Next
Does
to
it do
speed.
more now?
Grappled. Yeah, it doesn't say anything about. Oh, it has the old rules and it has the legacy definition and the new definition. Interesting. Oh. Cool.
Yeah, I think you just can't move, but you could take your actions.
And he could be moved if we're following new rules, which I don't think we are, to be honest.
You can definitely be moved by these things. I'll tell you that much. But it's going to reach out its other hand and wrap Tom, and that's going to be its other action and its turn, and drag Tom a little closer. Does your spell drop after you were
No,
hit?
I got an 18 on the concentration save.
Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
But yeah, you are like fighting through this thing wrapping around
Mhm.
you, pulling as Tom gets pulled closer.
How is that like working exactly? Like because technically he's restrained, but I guess like if he's like, do we know how many spaces he's being moved?
Would say there is 10 feet in between you guys, and he's moving very incrementally. He's like basically almost at the 5 feet.
Okay.
The halfway mark. And that would be its turn. Next would be Orly.
How far am I from the sarcophagus? The coffin?
If you're next to Pip, 10 feet.
Okay. Can I go and try and close it?
If you do, you would have to take an attack of opportunity because you're
That's okay.
you'd be going into its zone.
Well, it's when I'm leaving its zone that would be the opportunity attack.
True. But I figure you're going into like kind of a dangerous situation and it's trying to defend itself.
Okay.
But I would say you are going to be able to actually, you know what? Give me a dex save as you're approaching the coffin.
Asking me to roll more. My rolls have been shit on my side. Okay.
Get them out. Get them out.
That's okay. I thought it was a 2, but it's a 12.
Nice.
Dex plus
bad.
2, so it's 14 in total.
Nice.
This thing got a 15. The 5 plus 10. So lucky. I'm gonna say, as you get closer, it is gonna be able to basically stop you. You're gonna be able to get in front of it, but it's gonna stop you from being able to like close it like just short. It's kind of gonna come in and like punch down and block you and get in your way.
Okay. In that case, I'm gonna cast Anti-Life Shell on myself.
Oh fuck, what's that? That sounds intense.
It just means that no like living thing can get through the barrier I've put around myself. So that means Tom can't move past me, and like 10 feet around me either.
Oh,
That's sick.
what about undead things?
Undead things can go through,
Beautiful.
but
Uh,
yeah, so undead and constructs can go through, but living creatures can't.
you run in, it kind of punches down with his other hands, kind of cutting you off, and you let out this spell, this green magical energy encompasses you and blocks the way as it drags Tom like a little closer. And you see that he's edging towards like your bubble. And as he, well, actually, no, he'd be right at it because you said it's 10 feet. Yeah, he'd be like pressed up against it as like
Yeah,
the
10-foot
hands.
radius. So yeah.
I guess the hands aren't like a living thing either, so they'd be able to pass through.
If you're telling me they're undead, yeah.
They're like, yeah, definitely not.
Corporeal magic, yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely not like have a material sort of form or, well, it is material, but you know what I mean, organic rather. So they're able to kind of like pass through and still grab Tom, but as soon as they drag him against your force field, he's kind of like pressed.
Poor Tom.
Schmoopsy too, kind of like backwards, like being dragged. Damn. Next would be Pip.
Okay. How can we make this harder for you?
This is crazy.
I'm trying to delay as much as possible, really.
So he's like 10 feet away from the sarcophagus now? Or like 5 away from me? Because there's only Orly between
Yeah,
Tom and the sarcophagus.
and his force field.
Okay, so I wanted to cast plant growth on the entangled like vines, but I don't think it'll help if he's not actively moving through the spaces. So I think I'm going to I don't know.
This is so tense. Yeah.
I'm going to. I want to like reel him in, but I don't know. I can't do that with the spell.
Do you have Thorn Whip?
No.
Yeah.
You want to move him? I would say if you want, you could do like another like contested like basically like tug of war like you did before with the same modifier that you did against its spell.
Would it be all right?
Yeah, absolutely. If that's what you'd like to do, for sure. It would get disadvantage, I think, because of Orly's interference as well.
I like it.
So I think I said your strength plus your spell caster modifier and proficiency.
Yeah, 27.
Oh, that landed on the edge. Ooh, 22. You are able to drag Tom closer to you as hands snap off of him. And he's less pressed up against Orly's spell. And the thing, the whispers grow louder in your minds as Tom seems to be dragged further. Anything else, Dirt Boy?
I don't believe so. Oh, that's it.
And as you concentrate and
That's it.
pull Tom as he gets dragged across the floor closer to you, still incoherent. Varys, the floor is yours.
Ah, crap. Is the room seem to be filling with gas more or at a dangerous rate?
No, it seems to be almost like fog at your feet still.
Okay. Ah, dang it. I hunker down and I'm gonna run now past the anti-life shell, but towards the same target that my new friend here is going to. I see the idea and I like it. So I'm also trying to get up in the sarcophagus mix and see if we can do something with that. But I'm ready to get hit by whatever's coming at me.
Oh, you're just gonna tank it. Not gonna try and dodge.
Because if I dodge, it's the whole dodge action. You know, I'm ready to do something else, maybe.
All right, and one hand is gonna kind of reach out and try and basically like grab you by the face. That's a 24.
I'll try silvery barbs. So I'll like pull out like a little string and pull at the hands to hopefully pull the hand away from my face.
13.
Still hits me.
Oh man, as fingers kind of like slice off with your cord, but where it slices, it splits again into like two more fingers, and it's able to kind of like grab you by the face. You're going to take.
Too many dice.
13 necrotic damage.
Okay.
But you are able to kind of actually, you know what? Give me give me an athletics.
Ooh. With ease.
Give me an
I'll give
athletics.
myself.
You can power through.
I'll take that. I'll take that like line that I shot out and it cut off, and I'll add it to my muscles. Add another tendon, a stronger one, and give me help with my athletics. I will roll with advantage. So that's either a 12 or an 11. Dang it! Fuck. It's a 12.
It rolled a 15 again. So it's able to kind of, as you're powering through, keep you grabbed by the face and stop you kind of in your tracks on the side. Big old maw, oozy maw, kind of like it doesn't block your eyes, but it is grabbing you by like kind of like your snout and kind of trying to force you down.
Get off my snaz!
Is there anything else you could do?
Cry.
Valid.
And hope the tears melt away the ooze.
The sun of these tears.
So you kind of struggle with this thing grabbing you. That little specter that was near Orly, after being kind of repelled away by his fireflies, is going to puff into a smoke and show up next to you, Varys, and do the same thing and try and hug you as you feel this deep negative emotion seep into you. Oh, and that's a 7. So you kind of feel that negative emotion wash over you and then kind of go away as it kind of detaches itself from you and hangs next to you. But unfortunately, next would be the creature. As it forms two more hands jutting out from the crystal. What it's going to do is charge up one inky kind of ball of that nasty material the hands are made out of, and it's going to throw it at you, Pip. 25 to hit. Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Sorry, I was muted. That's a hit.
What's happening?
Dropping dice. That'll be another 10 necrotic damage as this thing is lobbed at you and kind of hits you and fades off the gas. But it's going to use its next action to basically drag you closer, Varys, to the coffin as it grabs you by the face. You can give me a strength saving throw to see if you could break 3.
No! 13.
13. Strength from it. Yeah, it beats you. It beats you. It's 23.
Oh my God.
As it is able to drag you 5 feet right up to it. And you take another 14 necrotic damage. And as you peer into this crystal, you can see Ori, actually, but as a baby, and you with the rest of your family first arriving in the Thunderstruck Wood, and this feeling of nostalgia and even a little guilt washes over you.
No. It's not real. It's not real.
And next would be Orly.
Fuck.
Okay. I'm gonna look at the crystal, look around. I'm gonna put my hand on the crystal and cast Remove Curse.
Oh shit.
Remove Curse.
Oh shit! What's the flavor on it? What does it say?
At your touch, all curses affecting one creature or object end. If the object is a cursed magic item, its curse remains, but the spell breaks its owner's attunement to the object, so it can be removed or discarded. But it's not attuned to anybody from what I can see, unless it's already been attuned to Tom. But if it has been attuned to Tom, it would break the connection with Tom. So either way, it's either ending the curse on the object or ending its hold on the attuned creature.
Absolutely. The face, as you run up and touch it, as it's distracted with everybody else dragging them while his hands seem to be occupied, you manage to get a hand on the crystal, and for a brief moment you get a glimpse of your town before you left and found yourself in the Chittering Woods, and a little bit of that familiar fear from something spreading washes over you, but you're able to shake it away and place your hand on the crystal, and the cracks seem to dissipate, and the shining blue crystal seems untouched, pristine once more. And Tom comes back, and you, Varys, that feeling dissipates. He goes, Dirt boy, why am I wrapped up in your damned vines? But the hands do not seem to dissipate as they cling to the crystal and reach out to you guys.
Maybe we should leave. Or, like, break the crystal, one of the two.
I think I'm in
please,
agreement with Orly, Dirt boy.
Are you sound of mind?
I'm always sound. Look at me. What's this nasty? Ooh, Schmoopsy. As it kind of wraps completely around Schmoopsy too.
Can we get out of here? Just leave
Actually,
this
also-
stupid thing.
Very well.
You try and have these. The hands are still out as well.
Yeah.
But the connection isn't there. So Varys, you are still grabbed by the face.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I still want to get out of here.
And Pip is still wrapped by
Can we
the
get
other
out of
hand.
here, please?
Yeah, I'm like squished.
So, is it still my turn?
Yes.
How wide is the room?
I'd say it's like 20 feet, like 20 by 30. Yeah. Like a rectangle or like kind of circular sort of, but like around those dimensions.
So it's a 10-foot radius, and I'm pretty sure that everyone's in front of me. Can I just like walk forward and like try and push them with the anti-life shell towards the door?
you absolutely can. But I am so good. Like trying to turn and kind of push them down. They are wrapped up by the hands, so I'm gonna need a contested strength.
Okay. I'm not using my physical strength though. I'm using like magic.
So yeah, you can use your like spell casting
Okay.
with proficiency.
With proficiency? Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, 25.
Yo.
This thing. Dirty 20. You are able to, as you concentrate, and even as you push, the fireflies come out too, and almost like reinforce your bubble as it like almost breathes and moves like a flame of its own, and you are able to push your companions. What's your movement?
30 feet.
30 feet? Oh, beautiful. Yeah, you are able to push them as the hands try and pull as they snap away and break. And you're
As flavor, can I just go around and be like, nope, 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 really, like slapping the backs of the hands, like, nope, stop it.
absolutely a little spark from the fireflies come out every time you stop them, slap the hands. It's like
It's not
And
nice to touch. You gotta ask for consent first.
hear it like almost, you could feel it almost like shudder every time you slap a hand and the hands recoil and wrap around the crystals once more. And as you make it to the back of the cave, the hands retreat back to the crystal and grab the lid of the sarcophagus and shut it back.
I think it's over.
You did it.
An eerie quiet
Right.
kind of
I vote
takes over the cave.
no one touches that sarcophagus again.
Yeah, let's get out of here, please.
And if I can, I'll release the entanglement on Tom.
And he kind of drops down to a knee for a second and kind of collects himself. And he goes, I'm sorry, lads. I don't know what came over me.
I know very well
Yeah.
that nether These woods. It's happened more times than we can count.
Could you not see it, though?
It's a hand. Yeah.
The Lord Abernare Rose was there. My ship
No.
was there.
You got a
My
ship.
quarters. Yes.
Ah, dude. I saw my home. I saw Ori too. It's just showing you things that you want to see. It's not real.
He's got a point. I saw my home too. Oh, it's my
These
old home.
crystals are why I'm here.
What do they do? Aside from, like, bewitch people.
It seems the Lord Abernare Rose sells these. They're a hot commodity outside here. We thought we could stop middlemaning and get it at the source. And alas, I've been stuck here ever since.
No one
You're
should be
remembering.
buying these things. They should be destroyed.
I don't
Well,
remember doing this. Oh,
wait. So you're saying they're valuable?
extremely.
To the right person, I think. Might not be able to sell it to everybody.
As for people who wish to do evil things.
No.
Don't be so quick to judge. Hold on. There's
Wow.
value in it.
In what way could this be used to benefit someone?
That's for us to figure out. That could be our new
And-
adventure.
So you mean you want to go touch the coffin again?
No, I think the big guy here should touch it. And we
You
can
saw
sell it.
how that went.
Yeah, but you did your magic stuff. Seems like it worked.
I mean, I don't have much left.
I don't know. It's the first valuable thing I've come across in a long time.
And the Lord Abernare Rose would be most cross if I left one.
Yeah, see, big guy gets it.
Well, it is not going anywhere, Tom.
You know where it is. You can send somebody else to get it afterwards. It's on a big crab's back.
Yes. The rules have changed, boys.
What rules?
I remember now. I think this is a hint on how I could get back. I need my boys. I need Jamilo. I need Aslan. I need Belvedere. And the rest of the bugbears. I'm taking them out.
You're going back to Lord Abernure?
Yes.
How do you intend to do that?
Yeah, you sure you know the way?
Yes.
Perhaps the crystal still has a hold on his mind.
Maybe.
Yeah.
No. It's
Say that again once we're further away.
Yeah,
yes. You're right. Maybe I'm not thinking clearly. Schmoozy. Oh, girl. And he goes over and scoops her up. Oh, you've been through so much. Should we... honey, you could see him stealing glances back at the sarcophagus.
See? That's what we mean. You're still under its spell.
No, I'm thinking
Partially.
clearly now. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
Clearer mind once we leave.
Need
Right.
to find a way across the water.
Oh, those little shark guys aren't here anymore?
I'm not sure.
You cannot see anything through the darkness of the veil of the entrance of the cave.
I guess we should go through and see if anyone's still hanging around. Walk through.
What's the order?
Is there anything in the room
Tom
that looks
first.
legal? Like any trinkets on the floor? Anything
Give me an investigation.
hanging off the walls here? Investigation. It's a solid 16.
And then you look around and you don't notice any trinkets or anything lying around except for the sarcophagus. But looking at it and inspecting it more clearly, you do realize that it seems like it was painted over, but with the insignia or the colors that seem to match Tom's poncho.
Dang it. I look at it with gleaming eyes, and then I'll be the last one to leave the room.
As you usher Tom first, Pip probably behind him, as in Orly and Varys last, you could almost feel like a shudder go through the room as you pass through the veil. And there, you guys will find yourself, whoa, at the edge of this cave on the back of this massive crab, looking out at the lake. This vast lake. You can see the shoreline very far away.
So no little shark dudes?
There are no little shark dudes around.
Varys, they liked your music before. Just don't play too loudly or you're gonna disturb big guy. And like point down.
All right.
Give me a performance.
I'm gonna give him a guidance before he does anything.
Hey.
Yo.
Tech.
Okay,
What's the D4?
16 plus. Okay, here it is. Give me a 4. Yeah, 20.
Ooh, with the 20, you're fucking moving and grooving. The perfect tone that seems to ring out across the quiet lake. And after but a moment, the starfish start like coming up and moving and grooving next to you. And a few more moments later, you see a familiar face as the big grinning mouth of the alpha, Chonk, pops up. He goes, ha, you busted those tunes? Yeah, tunes.
Yeah.
Do any of us understand him?
Only Pip. As the other sharks come up, and he's like, oh, yeah. They bob in the water. You need a ride, Woodman? Tunes.
If you wouldn't mind.
Those grooves, anything. And they all come up and like climb up on the cave to let you hop on their backs.
That's very nice of you, thank you. I'm like, pet it. Tap it on his head. Whichever one that I used to get back to the shore.
Beautiful. And you give him a little scratch. This one's a little hammerhead that you're riding. I think these guys move at 50 feet or 40 feet rather, sorry. So I'm gonna need 2 performance checks from you, Varys, just to make sure that you could make it across without any qualms.
Okay. 25
Oof.
and an 18.
Beautiful. You make it through the first portion, and the giant tentacles come up and they start waving and grooving, and it almost seems like there's like a little parade for you guys as you make it across. You could almost even feel like the Guardian moving underwater, and the waves seem to like push you guys a little faster, and this whole section of this wood seems to like bust with life. And I'll say everyone gets inspiration.
Ooh,
Damn.
heroic.
Yeah. As you parade through and make it across. And you find yourself sitting on that beach once more with a path jutting out through some tree lines, and then the way back that you came from, down the beach and through that giant tree. As you see your options as you land on this beach, and Chonk goes like, chum, and the other ones go around you, Pip. They're like mouths open, like drooling a little bit. They're like chum, 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 chum.
A moment. Give me some space.
Chum, chum. They don't give you any space at all. They like nuzzle closer, like annoying cats.
Hey, no biting.
They're far. They don't realize their size too sometimes, so they're like really brushing against you. Like, chum, chum.
They all have rough skin too.
Yeah.
I got my leathers. I think I'm
That's
okay. Fine. If you want your chum, then you must start digging. A nice little, well, quite a large divot actually in the sand.
Chum hole.
Chum hole.
Chum hole. Chum hole. Yeah. Chum hole. And they all start digging. They make like this massive chum hole. Canonically.
Is anyone hungry?
Yeah, I mean, I could have a bite. It's been a while.
Of what?
Chum.
Chum, chum, chum.
No thanks.
Very well. What time is it?
Like
Like, I'm just wondering if maybe we should set up a camp or something on the beach.
It seems like it's always in this section at this lake. It's always that like golden hour, and it never really seems to change from that color palette. So you're not really sure what time it is, but many hours have passed since you guys have began your voyage.
Would we theoretically be hungry at this point? Considering
Yeah,
how-
I think you had a good berry last time, so you wouldn't be like hungry.
Okay.
Yeah, well, I mean, it just like sustains you, but I think like, I don't know, if you enjoy food, you
Yeah.
might still be like, oh, I haven't eaten all day. Like,
Yeah, like you're not getting hunger pains, but like, you know, you might be craving a little something.
All right. Yeah, why not? If it's been made.
we will. Can someone start a fire, perhaps?
Sure. Sacred flame.
They all get out of the hole in this like big. What color is the sacred flame? Is it like?
Oh right, yeah. You guys should probably move out of the way.
Huh?
A goldish flame, goldish orange.
Oh, beautiful honey gold orange, licking in this big old chum hole, which is now like a barbecue hole.
Oh, you put the fire in the hole?
I thought that was what was being
Oh
asked.
shit! All right.
Oh, we're eating crab? I'll eat.
Well, I'll leave some for you too. We need another hole.
More chum.
Yes.
Chum, 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 chum. And they like start digging. They make one like twice as big as the last one.
Okay, beautiful.
They're all like waiting patiently, like sitting up by the hole.
Yeah, on the edge.
Yeah.
Can I make like an animal handling to make sure none of them like try jump or get too
Yeah,
excited?
yeah, absolutely.
I don't even know if my animal handling is good. Oh, not too bad, not bad. Oh, but the roll was a 7. I'm getting really frustrated at them. I'm like,
Yeah,
like,
they're
not
not
hitting
like
them.
trying
Like,
to
on the
get
side.
in the hole, but they do keep rubbing against you, like the cats when you open like a can of wet food. Like they know it's coming, but like they can't help it. You know, they're like rubbing up against you, bumping you, like chomp chomp. Like so, they'll sit for a second and like pick you up a little bit, like chomp.
The two of you might want to be ready. And I'm going to basically
What does
just
that
like
mean?
dig my staff at the center of the hole. And I'm going to cast Summon Animals. Summon.
Beautiful. Yeah, like last time. But you
Yeah,
will
the
need
same
some
thing.
sort of components and maybe some more furs to give up.
Yes, yeah. Sorry, I'll I'll shed like I don't know. I guess now I need like a finite resource of furs and,
Of furs,
weapons.
yeah.
Because,
We'll workshop that next time. But you have like gotten rid of
Right.
at least like 3.
I've used like what 2/3, I guess.
Yeah.
So I'm really skinny now.
It's starting to thin out. You're seeing Pip shape a little bit more.
He's no longer a tree.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna cast. I'm just gonna make as many crabs as possible. 5th level conjure animals, and it's a shit ton of crabs. That
A shit ton of crabs do
Yeah.
appear, like for every shell that you put in, and even in the furs.
3 times as many.
You have these like chunky, meaty crabs, like bigger than normal crabs that seem to like glow healthily sometimes. And the sharks have at it. They just go nuts.
Yeah,
And
I'll throw
in their,
like a crab at Ori and Bears.
like in their feeding frenzy, some crabs like fly up out of the way hole as they go like nuts down there. And after like 2 minutes, they're stuffed. And all the food is gone, except for whatever crabs you threw up. Actually, give me a little athletics, or no, give me a sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand. I'm gonna get nipped. Not very sleight of handy, but 14.
Oh, beautiful! You are able to grab up 2 crabs for each of you. You're able to throw them up, but you do take 1 point of damage. You get nipped once.
Okay, that one gets a bonk on the head.
He goes away. And you see Tom's just kind of sitting at the edge. Even Schmoopsy seems distracted as they sit the hole and kind of like stare at the action, knees up, kind of in a position you've never really seen Tom in before.
Crab.
I'm not hungry, friend.
I'll just sort of like sit down next to him. I just like start eating the crab raw.
Find a rock. And I put my crab on.
Boys, I fear I must depart from our merry band.
Oh, okay.
But you don't wanna-
Momentarily. There's...
No.
I could feel it. That crystal wasn't just a glimpse of the past. My ship is out there. I know it. And if I could just get back to it, I could rescue the boys. I could rescue you. We could get out of this cursed wood. I know it. I know it to be so.
I do not think it is wise.
Yeah, going alone isn't a good idea. You should take something.
And you and your boys I've gotten lost in these woods once before.
Let's say got separated the first time, remember?
Yeah, that was different. It was completely new. We had no clue what was going on. I'm equipped now. Look at all we've survived.
Yeah, but we survived together.
This is true, friend Orly. I'm torn. I feel obligation to you all, but I fear my obligation to the Lord Abhors Rose is greater. And how could I call myself Tom Castellan if I see this opportunity slip from my gorgeous grasp?
Gorgeous grasp.
You got me with the alliteration.
But you're right, I shan't be alone. I'm heading back to get my boys and the bugbears.
I mean, I guess if we can't stop you.
Just angrily eat my crab.
But we will meet again. That's a promise. And I know I gave Ulysses a hard time for this exact thing. But maybe I was projecting.
That's real big of you to admit that.
Yes, and you won't hear me say it again.
It's okay, it was recorded. I mean, what?
Well, I will not just send you off out into those woods without a proper guide. Which means I must show you how to use this. I don't know if it's fully recharged, but I'll pull on the little sunflower that's in my staff.
And it kind of like perks up a little bit as you tug on one
As
of
you
its
pull on
petals.
it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, it takes a little
It's
moment
a
here.
zinc-filled
Give me a minute.
sunflower.
Hey, it's okay, man. This happens.
Yeah, it's performance anxiety, that's all.
It's just warming up.
And points towards the sun. That you can't. How are you going to find your way to that cursed man I promised Ulysses I would punch in the face?
I will figure that out. Leave that to me.
And you'll hit him twice as hard for me?
Of course.
You're a good lad, Dirt Boy.
But you must give me one more night. One more rest before you leave us.
We'll regale tales, drink around the fire, rough house.
No, I will listen to your tales, but I must work. You've given me work.
Spoken like a true member of the Lord Abhors Rose. And I'd like to say, all of you, even you, Stalker.
Detective, actually. No, we forgot.
What?
Oh, it was a flash from the crystal.
I all consider you to be a part of the Lord Abhors Rose, and should you make it out with me, there's a place for you in Villa Rose. Out in the in-between, as he always called it.
Thanks, Guy.
Oh, yeah,
One more.
it's appreciated.
One more night. And you guys set up camp. And even the sharks seem to stay and hang out and periodically come back and really accept you guys in this portion of the wood, the Guardian Lake. And Tom regales tales of fighting alongside the Abhors, Belvedere, Jermillo, and Aslan, back to back, and doing seafaring, making their way back and forth from the island roads to the edges of Chittering, where they actually done business with Bobby Business every once in a while, trading these crystals for gold and special rose tea, and of their various battles, and just collecting these very important crystals. And his fights, actually, his qualms with Suburo Core, two companies, Suburo Core and Sarasuko, who they'd run into on the seas. And at some point in the night, he looks over at you guys and goes, "You really think you'll be all right without me?"
No, but it's something you gotta do, right?
I don't know.
We'll be fine.
I know you will. Even Schmoopsy feels disheartened. And you see her, she's doesn't quite look like she is. She's kind of gnawing on crabs now and like playing with the other dogs, other shore cats. But he's like, I could tell by the way she's playing. I'm very upset. But we will meet again, that I promise.
When we do,
We'll take you at your word.
and I believe you, you are part of our quest, so we can resume as soon as you get back.
You bet your ass. You guys, drink and have a nice, quiet night. Is there anything else you want to do or ask Tom?
Okay. Tom, do you have anything of the bugbears from the Sheriff's Wood?
I have my poncho. And he kind of picks it up and shows it, and you see it's emblazoned with the orange castle of the Lord Avenir Rose.
I'm going to give you this sunflower. And I will have it point in the direction of your boys.
It's very admirable of you, Dirt Boy. Sorry, Dirt Man. Dirt Elf? I'm off my game.
Just dirt.
I like it. If you think you could part with something so important, I assure you it'd be most useful, and I will use every ounce of my energy to make things right.
Well, if you're offering, come, sit with me.
And you guys walk off.
Yeah, not too far from the camp. Okay, I'm going to. I don't necessarily know how I even want to do this. Tom, I love you. I want to duplicate the sunflower, but I want to give up part of my, part of me, or my power to duplicate the sunflower, grow a second one, basically.
I would say it would almost be like a trimming.
Yeah, or split it even.
Yeah, essentially, you would have half the charges for it.
Okay. Yeah, and I'm like willing to stay up all night to do this. And Tom offered to help, so he's staying up all night with me too. I can do an 8-hour plant growth. I don't know, I'm just.
Yeah, that sounds about right. That sounds about right.
That's
And
the
Tom
first
would
idea.
basically have to spend the time to like attune
Mhm.
or connect with this new plant.
Now I think it was already low on charges. I hope I wrote it down.
I think it would be whatever, like, because you have to re-roll to recharge them.
Yeah.
Whatever your current amount, that's how many you'd be able to give to Tom. Like half of it.
Yeah, I only have 2 charges left, and it has 6 total. So if I split it, each one would have 3, but then I wouldn't be able to use the feature that lets me search for people because it costs 4. Shit. I just give him. I try. I'll try, but if it doesn't work, if I need to, I'll just give him the actual sunflower. That'll be the parting gift.
Because you have 3 charges, you said, left on
No,
it?
there's 6 in total. It costs 4 to use the feature. So if we split the charges, there wouldn't be enough to use the feature. And there's only 2 charges in it right now.
Yeah. It would. I would say if you give me an Arcana. Give me an Arcana. If you roll 16 or higher, I'm going to say you're able to create basically like almost like a homing petal. You'll take one and it's able to do this one thing and act like a compass to this one thing for Tom. So you won't have to split it, but you'll be able to just lose 1 charge permanently.
Okay.
But it will do what you want it to do for Tom.
Okay. Well, thank you. Let me try. Arcana 16.
I'll give you guidance.
Ooh.
I'll walk up to you. Hey, remember when I imbued my magic into inspirational words in the cave before?
Did you?
No.
Yeah. I saw the gleam in your eyes. I know when my magic works. I'm going to do it again, but don't waste it. This is a valuable resource that I usually costs money for me to do this for people, but I'm giving it to you for free. So don't just let it go to waste. And that'll be my bardic inspiration.
I think I understand.
As well as the inspiration we already had.
No, that one is the last 10 minutes. So it's
That's how about the
No, I
heroic
meant one that-
inspiration?
that
Oh, the
we got from
heroic.
the performance.
Oh shit! Okay, now is the time to use a fucking heroic inspiration. Here we go. Advantage on the Arcana. 16 on the fucking die.
Okay.
If it meets, it beats.
No, you gotta add everything
knows?
else.
Oh, 16 on the
Oh, but
die.
I can add. I don't have to add, right? You said it was 16 that I had to get.
Yeah. So you automatically pass, and you like concentrate and like take the pedal, and you could feel like almost like a magic tether as you pull off this pedal, and a little and as you pull it off, a little like bud, almost like a seedling, kind of grows off of it from the pedal, and you have this little pedal hanging off this seedling, and it kind of flattens itself out to point like a compass and points in the direction back down the beach from the direction you came.
Beautiful. I mean, I would like for that to take all night, so. But yeah, in the morning, I'll hand it to Tom.
Yeah, I give guidance, then I go to sleep. No, you got this.
I also wasted the bardic inspiration.
There's never a waste. As you finish, Tom kind of like falls asleep, like sitting up, kind of waiting for you to finish what you're doing. He goes, Rose, oh, Dirt Boy. Hey, is it done?
Just about.
He kind of stands up, chest out, kind of turns for a second. Now, no time to dilly, no time like the present.
Help me up.
Helps you up with ease. He kind of locks onto your arm and hoists you up.
Tom, this petal, it only has so much magic in it. Once you get to your boys, you're on your own. And make sure you're careful. And do not lose sight of them, else there will be bugbears all over the woods.
I promised I would lead them, and lead I shall. And that is a promise on the Lord Abernere Rose. And he kind of turns without really saying goodbye and walks off stoically. For my name is Tom Castellan. And jumps off on Smoopsy and kind of rides into the dusk. And if you peer real closely, you can almost see slight tear speckles fall off into the air as he runs back.
In this, like, as the sun rises, just the morning dew glimmers up.
He disappears through the veil. They take off with blinding speed down the beach and disappear through the veil, through the tree of the way you came.
What a performer, that guy.
Should have given him a good berry.
Oh.
It's okay.
Well, while you're handing them out.
He doesn't have any right now.
No, I do. Reach into my sleeve and I pull out a bunch of berries.
How many do you have?
As many as needed.
Can I have?
Well, here you go. Give you one.
Dang it.
Trust me, you don't want to eat more than one.
Oh, I don't plan on eating it.
What a capitalist pig. And there, the tranquility of the beach as the waves lap, and the guardian slumbers. You find yourself here again at another beginning. One more party member down, and maybe a little bit more drive. What would the party like to do?
We're still trying to find Percival Peevers. Peepers.
Yes.
See, there's one guy that we think is the root cause of all the problems. We're trying to find him to see if we can fix him. You might know where Ori is.
Oh. Okay. Nothing else to do, I guess. Do you have some weird quest that you're gonna remember and leave us with too?
Who are you talking to?
Well, you.
Oh, maybe.
Oh.
You can't really tell if I don't remember it, right?
That's true. You know, I could have reshapen his memory so he didn't even remember that happened. Then he could just stay with us. Oh, it's too late now.
You can do that more than once a day?
Well, it's a new day.
Right, this morning. That's scary.
Gift of
The
gab.
woods are already doing that.
I don't say that.
We're all just staring.
It's forgetting time.
Come
You want to take that back, Varys? Back to the top?
Yeah, have a good day. I'll give you a second.
Well, it's only 6 seconds. It's only... I could have tried to convince him to stay with us and help protect us, but it's too late now.
It's true. He's got a silver tongue.
Tom is very headstrong. He's always wanted to leave. I suppose he just needed the memories.
Well, I mean, hopefully he can get out. That would be good, right?
I hope so, for his sake.
Do you guys even know what's out there?
I mean, we weren't always here. I wasn't, anyways. I remember
All I
that
know
much.
is the woods.
This feels like there's got to be something good. I don't know. Sometimes it feels like whatever's here wants us to stay here. It's like a weird sense. I don't know.
It's possible. And that's why the woods keep on getting mixed up and everything. To make sure no one leaves. Because they don't know how.
Well, then I'm glad he got out. Or at least he's going to try.
But I think a way to potentially get everybody out who wants to get out would be to have a talk with Mr. Peevers.
Yes. Shall we?
What way's the sunflower pointing?
That direction.
I noticed that when you woke up, it was already pointing at the sun. Like last time you had to manually move it. But in the morning, it was already up.
Sunward.
Does that always happen?
But it's just been pointing in the same direction the entire time.
But sometimes
Oh.
it wilts a little bit and the sun just perks it right back up. That's what he's trying to get at.
It could
The
also
sun's
be
strongest
out of
potentially in the morning.
Oh, that makes sense. The sun rises and then the flower rises with the sun.
That is how plants work.
Maybe the flower rises with the sun, though, not the sun rising because of the flower.
Also, isn't it golden hour always? It's quite a beautiful sunset, actually.
It's
like
always
always
been sunset,
like, it's like it does play with your mind though to feel like it's always rising. You know?
Yeah.
So it's always sunrise, not always sunset.
Yeah.
Oh.
Dawn.
Everything's very dewy here.
Who?
Dewey. Don't know Dewey?
You see that the flower kind of shifts slightly and moves, and it goes towards that path leading towards the tree line. Like it does like a move back to the way Tom made, and it moves back and forth for a couple seconds, but then settles on that path in the tree line.
Guess we go that way.
We have our directions.
Thing is, Tom used to go forward. I guess I could try. I'm not very good, but I can try.
Yeah,
Go
that's
on.
the spirit.
Okay. Clank, 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 clank.
And you make it to the tree line and start going through with these big, with these beautiful mahogany trees.
Hello, tree. Hello, tree.
They kind of shake for you, Orly, as you pass by. Everyone, give me a survival.
Ooh,
Gosh.
sure.
Ruh-roh.
Natural one.
Oh boy.
23.
Survival, you say? Oh, 18.
Pip, what'd you get?
At 20.
What?
20.
Oh, wow. As you're going through the tree lines, you see Varys kind of like disappears from your sight for like but a second as you're like passing behind the trees and walking through. But momentarily, he passes by another and regroups with you guys as you're kind of like zigzagging through these tree lines. And you pop out and you end up in this beautiful like flower field with these like large caterpillars and large butterflies that seem to like pulse with that same green glow that you see come from Orly, sorry, sometimes, or from particularly connected things to the wood. As they move about this flower field, they don't really pay you guys any mind as they're going about and, going from flower to flower and just like vibing in this tranquil area.
This would be a good spot for a nap.
Mm.
Oh, you didn't sleep?
Cup of tea. No, but it's so peaceful.
Oh. It's okay.
Stay here, have some tea, relax.
And as you sit here, relaxing and having tea, you notice that some of the caterpillars actually come up to you, and the butterflies seem to fly around you guys and sprinkle this almost like dust that kind of blows with that same green energy, almost like pollen. And you guys are gonna heal 3d10.
But you just had a long rest.
I didn't. I did not.
Okay.
1d10?
Some of us.
3d10.
Re?
And those of you who don't get health, you notice because your health is max, you notice the butterflies come down. Sorry, the caterpillars roll up, and they leave 2 orbs next to each of you. They are a little bit of the cobalt blue, like you saw in the cave, but these ones also have streaks of the green, almost like a cat eye marble, going through them. And they drop 2 in front of you, Orly, and 1 you, Varys, and kind of go away.
Ew. Just took a shit right next to me. I can move away from it. It's got a
You gotta
green.
pick it up.
Ugh!
No, it's natural.
That ain't natural, buddy.
I mean, it came from.
It ain't natural. Picking up shit.
I mean, don't you pick up shit?
No.
Pick up stuff all the time. I saw you.
No, not things of value, not poo.
But
It's
we
good.
actually met giant dung beetles. And to them, all poo is valuable.
Ugh.
So it all depends on your perspective.
They were very strong, too.
Supply and demand.
Ooh, in the background. Yeah.
You can still hear them echoing through the woods.
All right. Put that shit somewhere. An excrement root,
Stuff it in my
preferably.
pocket. You sure you don't want?
You can have it.
Okay. I'll take.
You take them both.
Well, is it 2 each or is it?
Oh, one each. One for you, one for bears. But you could take both if you like.
I'll take one.
You take one. And as you kind of like tuck it in your pocket, you could almost like feel like the life emanating from this orb. And I'm going to send you what it does, because you could like almost like hear it in your mind as as you could feel it connecting and breathing this life. But you guys can choose what you like to do as these animals kind of dissipate and continue to do their own thing, as you're kind of relaxing in this flower field.
Dissipate or
Dissipate. Dissipate.
Well, it really is quite lively, but we should keep moving.
okay.
Yeah, or you can kind of feel it like communicating what it does to you in your mind as like a seedling kind of starts growing from the orb.
I'm gonna actually take 2 and like just like put them into my staff.
Fucking sweet. And yeah, it does begin to grow on your staff and like connect with it as these vines kind of grow from the orbs and attach to your staff.
I was hoping they would like hatch.
No, stays orbs, but they do grow these vines to attach, and you could use that ability, I guess twice, with your staff,
Okay.
or any attacks you make, basically. Actually, what would you guys like to do now, as you're left alone in this flower field? You look over. There is a path to your left down at the field, and then there's a path forward down at the edge of the flower field. And it's just like a dirt road through some trees again.
You guys ready to head out again?
Yeah.
Which way should we go, Sunflower?
Is it pointing the way?
It is. Actually, yeah, it is, and it is pointing to the path on the left. You could see it's almost like hesitating a little bit and wanting to go to the other one, but keeps fighting and going to the one at the left.
Keep following it.
All you do as you go through the flower field, taking in this tranquility, go through another dirt road, through the trees, and enter somewhere familiar to one of the party. Varys. This area, you could feel as soon as you step through the edge of the path and enter in this wide stretch of plains, is your home, the thunderstruck wood.
What?
And you can hear the crackle of lightning striking a little far ways in the distance down the field.
Oh, crud.
But
I think the wood heard me talking shit.
about the shit.
About it. Oh yeah, that too. Actually, maybe. You, you know how it kind of wants you to stay here. I think it just led us to my home.
Oh, so you know the area then?
Yeah.
Mm,
I mean, it's been a while, but yeah.
really? Looks different.
Well, I
You
guess
been here
when you're
too?
not robbing a cradle in the middle of the night, might look a little different.
Hmm. Well, either way, it was not your shit talking that brought us here. We need to be here. Percival might be here.
Wait a minute. What does this guy look like?
He wears a pinstripe suit or a yellow safari outfit.
Am I remembering wrong? Do I know this guy? Is this my capitalist overlord? Or was it someone else?
That's someone else.
Okay.
Yeah, you know Gaston Saburo, actually, of the Saburo Corps. So when Tom was talking about it, you were like, you know, because they used to have run-ins with them.
With Percival Peepers?
With Saburo Corps.
specifically?
With the Saburo Corps. And Saburo
Okay.
Corps, yeah, that's how you and your family ended up on the island.
Well,
Or in
Pip,
the woods,
you're gonna have to answer for some of your crimes here, but I'll have your back.
But there was no crime committed.
If you keep to that story, it'll probably help your case.
I mean, we just got here. How could we have committed a crime already?
Last time he was here.
You been here before?
I have.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe no one will recognize him.
Probably.
Sure, you look like you lost some weight, actually. Like
And
in the past day.
crash of lightning comes down and strikes a tree near you guys.
Who is that?
You look around at the tree line, and these tiny lemurs that seem to be electrified hang from the trees as they peer down at you guys. Another crash of lightning, and it seems about 5 of them are in the trees, looking about.
Hello. My name's Orly.
Go away.
And
Do you know them?
shaking the trees, getting agitated as another strikes of lightning come down.
You seem very excited.
Yeah.
You want to play, or
Do we kill them?
No, don't kill them. Just shoo them away. Get.
Be gone!
as they're trying to shoot them away, I'm trying to like feed them.
No.
Flicking good berries, and they like come down, and you see they're like running down and grabbing food and like coming back and going up, and this seems to like appease them a little bit. A few are like bombing them out, but it seems to quell the rest from really like storming as they keep hollering and keep sharing like the little good berries and like passing pieces.
Oh God.
Is that a problem?
No, just if you get food, then they're gonna come back for more once they're hungry, and they're gonna tell all their friends that we have food for them. But for now, it's probably fine. Let's just get the heck into the village.
All right.
You push forward, and you see the spaces between the trees become a little shorter as you're walking down the field, and the strikes seem to become more frequent, but further from the path that you're walking on. This seems to be this slightly rocky dirt path through the through the field.
Take out my drum and I'll start playing to that thunderous beat, complementing it.
And every time you kind of hit down on a drum beat, it seems like the lightning is striking at trees further and further away.
Nice.
You're able to see the edge of your town, the Thunderstruck Village. Actually, I'll give you the floor a little bit. Describe to me what your home looks like.
I don't remember.
Roll with it.
So I imagine that it looks as capitalist as a wood can look. Like there's obviously not metal and glass buildings.
No,
But
skyrocketing of trees.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they utilize the tree space to its maximum capacity. So there's like a bunch of like little homes stacked up in the trees. There's probably like it's probably super busy in here. I think it's a mix of like very social creatures who are opportunistic and a little impulsive. So it's loud and it's bustling, and there's probably like a lot of good smells in the air as well. The ground is well paved. Everything is like well sectioned off. High grass is over here, and the crops are over here, and the smaller like buildings, like maybe they look like what are they called? Like big acorn houses and establishments like that. So it's like a city made of the woods and from the woods.
I'd even say like it's almost like a huge bazaar. If I'm saying that correctly.
Bazaar.
Yeah. You know, and like there's these makeshift posts and platforms where there's people sitting and drumming, and every once in a while lightning would strike those big posts that they've constructed, and it seems that no lightning is coming and hitting the village, and they've almost made like this rhythm, like what you said, with the economy and the life of people moving and buying things and engaging, as well as like the constant drumming about from keeping the lightning at bay, where it seems like these people take this profession seriously too.
What if there's one giant structure and there's people dedicated to being around there to draw lightning to it, to like channel it in, and they use it for something. They use that like built up lightning energy for something.
There's these little light blue crystals embedded with roots that seem to be like charged up by the base every once in a while, every time a strike comes. And then people would come and gather them, and they'd sell them at stands or put them in other things that people use for items to help the commerce.
Hell yeah.
And you see one of the drummers spots you, Varys, and kind of starts like responding to you.
I pick it up. I'm trying to show off.
And then they're like, you're almost like a welcoming party, and things stop momentarily, and everyone kind of turns their attention to the entrance of the village and then goes back to what they're doing. And the person responding to you will hop down, and you know he's like a badger who's slightly taller than you. He has like orange quills with like yellow streaks going through, and he carries like a little African drum, but he also has one of those big like boom boom drums on his back, as he marching band drums, as he like shimmies down. He like doesn't even strain with it on his back. And you know this badger to be Lagos. And he runs up to you. He goes, Varys, you're back. Did you find Ori?
No, but I found the guy who took her.
You what? And he like takes the thing off of his back and starts like dum dum, and everything stops. And you can hear a silence wash over this bustling town.
I mean, I found the guy who knows the guy who took her.
Oh, why would you say it like that? And you
Sorry.
dong, dong, hits it again, and everything goes back to normal, and everyone, you hear the hustle of the crowd. You know, you really have a wrong way with words, Varys. You should work on that. You know, we always used to tell you that you say things and never goes well.
Really?
Yeah, well, I
You always
found a
said
way
it perfectly with us.
This
Yeah,
guy.
Stop that, okay? This is Dirt Man, Pip.
Nice to meet you. And he like puts out his hand. You see like and electricity goes through his hand.
I'll grab it.
You feel a little jolt, but it doesn't hurt. He goes, nice to meet you, Dirt Man.
Hello.
You?
He's Orly. He's a friend of the woods.
Nice to meet you, friend of the woods. And he puts out his hand too. And again, you see that little jolt of electricity.
I'll like grab his hand and like pull him from.
Oh, yeah. And you feel like a huge shock run through your body. You take 2 damage. And he goes, oh, sorry. Startled me for a second. And he like goes over to Varys and like puts his shoulder around him, and a little spark goes between them.
Hey, Matt, look, I found these berries. They can sustain you for like a whole day. We could really inject them into the food market. We could just like completely take over.
And you see like this wry smile washes over his face. Well, how much we talking? You cut me in an ordeal. I won't tell anybody you have them.
This guy can make them out of thin air.
Make them.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So this is an exploitation mission.
I don't know. He's pretty smart. He only gave me one at a time.
God damn it. Okay.
Go get the kids. Have them to ask him for food.
Yeah.
No, use the old,
Yeah,
the old con.
like the jibby yeah. He was like, all right, guys. He runs off into town.
Wait, where's he going? Aren't we, isn't he supposed to bring us somewhere?
Nah, he's a piece of shit, this guy. He's not who we need. I'll bring you to... Actually, I don't know if Mom is still here. Oh, it's been a while. She might hand me my own ass for being gone so long. I don't know if you guys want to see that, but she'll
I've never
probably...
seen anyone have their ads handed to them.
It's not fun.
Might be interesting to see.
Alright, come on. And I like, if I can remember where I used to live, I'll try and get there.
Yeah, you remember exactly where you live. You live in a section in what they call like the beverage alley, where most drinks are made, and you have a nice like little villa, little fair house, a bungalow, if you will, what constitutes for a bungalow in the forest, where it's like kind of attached to a tree. And you could hear as you're like approaching, you see there's like juice bars, there's like a fresh like water station where people sell the freshest water in the city. You have different like sodas that people make, carbonated drinks, saps, syrups, and all jams, all sorts of like different liquidy substances. These house/shops that people seem to be living out of and selling things. And near the far end, with like a pretty decent plot, is your home, where you could hear the loud buzzing coming in from inside the house. Which
I'll scurry up ahead. of the rest
you
of
know Varys to be your mother, preparing her famous beverages.
I'll scurry in first so I can announce that there's guests. So I'll like run ahead.
I just want to take note of like the direction the pedal is pointing, and if it's like now that we've walked sort of a little bit inside this place, like is it pointing clearly out of these woods, or is it pointing like somewhere in town or the city or whatever?
It is, as you're like walking towards like down like the main road, it was basically pointing like out. And even as you're taking these dips and turns to make to his place, it's always been pointing basically straight out of the village or forward. It hasn't left from that forward motion you initially began.
All right, cool.
You walk in and you see your mom rippling muscles as she's like taking these stakes and like hammers and driving them into the trees like behind the house, and like this like syrup seems to like go through, and she takes some of the crystals and puts it on like this bucket that like filters it, and throughout comes like this clear, almost like syrupy like tea almost, that's draining through the trees, and she's like hoisting giant buckets, putting them down and filling them. Which,
scamper to the tap and try and like,
Varys, what are you doing? And she like throws a spoon. You never know where she gets them from.
It's all right. It's just been a while. It's been so long.
Did you find her?
No.
So why are you back?
I found someone who might know where it happened to her, but he forgot. He doesn't have his memories.
Forgot? What help is he then?
Well, I've seen someone. They've got their memories back. They saw something, and suddenly they remembered.
You know,
so it's
every
possible.
second you waste doing this is a second you waste from making juice.
No, it's not a waste. He was there. I saw him with my own eyes. I know he can remember. And he had a flower that brought us here. So I couldn't turn back.
So then what? You're gonna follow some flower to Ori?
No, it led me here, Mama. The answers must be here.
Varys. She like puts down the pots and goes next to you and puts her strong hand on your shoulder. Goes, I don't want you chasing something that's gonna break your heart, son.
I can find her. I will find her. It's just no. Yeah, you're right.
No, she like goes down to a knee. She's like, it's not. I don't want to discourage you, but this is all you've been talking about. You would think maybe it's a dead end?
But it led me here, so it must be something, right?
Maybe. You can ask your father. Then she like gives you a glass of juice. I have to work. She goes back.
Thanks. And I just like scurry up and like hug her as much as I can of her muscly body.
Hugs you back. Real Pokemon muscle mommy here.
Missed you, Mom. Where's Dad? Is he
Who
gambling
knows?
again?
Probably. He's good at it.
I'll be back, and I'll just like try and meet them before they come in.
They're just like just getting to the door.
Hello.
Mm,
No.
what?
Is anyone home?
Oh, good. We have to leave
Oh.
anyways.
Yeah, we gotta go. We gotta go find my dad.
What?
Oh, your mom's not home.
She is. She's just busy. But she says hi. But she can't have guests right now. So
Hi, Varys' mom.
You just hear the dunk, dunk, the driving through the tree.
All right, so where we going now?
I guess we'll head see if the old casino's still around.
A little
So-
walk could be nice.
Where would that be?
Follow the smell of sin. And I'll try
What's
and
that
lead the
smell like?
way.
Smells like cheap cologne.
It's
You walk-
probably just like a bar. I don't imagine they have an actual casino, but like where
no,
people
it's just
bet
like
and stuff.
they I guess they call it the night district, where actually it's just like the pubs, like the few pubs and gambling places where people meet and do bets. There's a fighting ring there too. It's more of the rougher part of the town is located over here. And as you're walking through the district, you spot outside of the little gambling tree your dad wearing like full blacked out glasses, looking around like he's blind with a stick, and he has like cups where like, and he's doing that game where he has like, you have to bet on where the marble is in the cups, and he's like, I'm just a blind man, if you can't beat a blind man, and he's like mixing around the cups, and see he's winning basically every time somebody comes up to bet against him.
Dang, guys, you could probably win against that guy. Look, he's blind. He can't hear. Like maybe like I'll look out for where it is from another angle, and Pip, maybe you can go play.
Why
What is
would I
it?
want to take advantage of a
is
blind guy?
Cause he must be dumb if he's doing this and he's blind.
That's
Come
even
on.
worse. Why would I want to take advantage of a blind and dumb person? That's not very nice.
Mm.
Hey man, it's natural, right?
All right, well, have fun.
I don't
Pip,
play
come
games.
on, I know. What?
I don't.
Hey, you took Ori. You got to play along.
How is it
I'll
done?
make that face.
How is it done?
He'll
Hello,
explain.
sir. Can you hear me?
Here? Yes.
Good.
See? Not so much.
And what is this game?
And he's like, he sniffs, and Pip and Orly, can you give me a perception, please?
Sniff me.
Okay.
Perception.
Do I have to?
Not really, no, but indulge us, please.
29.
Pip,
25.
oh, you both notice. He goes, oh, yes, simple games that an old blind fellow test your luck, and you see that like momentarily he sniffs out and spots Varys, and like smiles at him, and then goes back.
Oh, so you know.
Oh, what? No, what? Huh.
Who we have here?
Have you played this game before?
As a kid, I used to watch my my mom play with him.
Why would I know people I can't see? Are you somebody I know? Do you know me? Oh,
Just because you're blind doesn't mean you don't know people.
well, who is it? Hey, let me touch your face.
Should
And
you
then
know
he
by the
like
voice?
reaches out.
Who's he
He
touching?
goes. He's just like waving his hands at nobody. It's like, where are you?
Oh, hey, look, I found the marbles. We win, right?
What? He like looks down.
Good one.
Shit.
Good one, Ole.
Oh, hey, you can see.
Good at this game.
Oh, Dad, you're not supposed to give it up that fast. Come on.
I did. You didn't play along properly. Come on, what was that? Bring
I
a
was trying a
couple
new tactic. Okay.
smart
it
guys
didn't
around
work.
here? I thought your mother taught you better. I know I didn't.
This is part of the game.
No, this is my son.
Oh.
What are you doing, my son?
We don't know. He brought us here.
He's following us around.
Oh, you need money again? Because I don't have it.
Yeah. Ah.
No, seriously, what do you want? You're ruining my grift, kid.
Okay, well, just give it up for a second, okay? You've clearly been winning for a while.
You're right, you're right. And he like looks around. He like snaps his fingers and like a tiny rat comes and like scoops all his winnings up and like scurries away. Ha! Trained that bad boy last week.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that.
So, what do I owe this pleasure? And he like hops up, kind of like adjusts his glasses and like holds on to you guys and puts out his stick.
Hey, so this guy was there when Ori was taken, and he can't really remember anything good. And he has like a flower, and it brought us here. So you pretty much taught me everything I know.
Damn right I did. Look at you.
So maybe you would know something.
Well, if you want to get memories back, you should probably go to that fortune lady who tells stuff, you know? And I heard it jogs memories whenever she reads those cards. They call her the old badger hag now.
All
Was she the
They
young
say she's
badger
pretty
hag
good.
before?
I will not do this. I will not go to this person.
The last hags we visited were pretty nice.
Yes, and that was 3 of them. What are the odds a 4th one will be good?
Pretty good if it's been 100% so far.
Maybe for you.
Well, should I go?
Yes.
No, it's not your memories. It's his memories.
Yeah, but if I have good experience, maybe he's going to be more convinced.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, Dad, you sure it's not pulling another con?
What?
Uh-huh. What do you two have scheming together?
Me? Son? Scheme? I would never. Ooh, trips on a rock like on purpose. Oh. Not guiding me properly.
Just like shove him a little bit and then pull him right back. Come on, you gotta tell me. Is it real? Is she actually a hag, or is she just taking people's money, telling them what they wanted?
Would I tell you something that's not true?
Yes.
Okay, you're
Yes.
right. I wouldn't tell you something that's not true. And maybe I do get a small cut for every person I reference to her, but she's legit. For once, I actually believe in this one.
Insight check on my dad.
Give me that roll, baby.
It was almost a 16. So 17 total.
He is downplaying how much of a cut he does get for everybody who goes, but he is telling the truth in the fact that like every customer has been satisfied who has visited the Badger Egg.
All right. Can I get a little cut of your cut for old time's sake? I mean, I'm bringing her two, and you're bringing her me and these two.
You'll get the cut for these two, but I'm not giving you a cut for every person I bring. You're crazy.
Okay. All right, just these two.
Who taught you how to negotiate?
Nobody out there even cares about the concept of trading goods for things that have value inherently. It's blowing my mind. I've been trying to spread the word, but nobody seems to want to listen.
I told you, you want to go spreading words and doing things properly, not grift. Or maybe grift a little, but more of your mother than me. And I'm proud of you.
Come here, Dad.
Come here, son. Gives you a big old hug.
This guy's got good berries. They have a lot of value in them, and they can
What?
keep. I give him the
Did you tell Lagos to go get the kids?
Of course I did.
You'll chip off the old block. He goes, and he like kind of trips a little bit. Oh, my leg. Your father's weary, son. Your father's weary. Take me into that alley so I can change and he can know it's me pretending to be a blind man.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've been running this con for like 10 years. How do people still fall for it?
I don't know. Maybe I'm just good. You ever think of that?
That's true. Hey, I know this spell that you can cast right after they think that they see the marble, if they do see the marble, and then you can make them forget that they saw the marble. It's quite fascinating stuff.
What are you talking about? Tell me when you're home.
No, that'll cost you, Dad. That'll cost you.
Ah, bastard. And you see he puts on like this big trench coat that covers like himself and everything, and he grabs like a staff. Like you don't really see him under this hood, and it's just like this shambling mass with a staff walking.
Well, hey, Pip, it's like you.
So long, boys. Don't forget to mention my name.
A father of ours.
Yeah, we don't know your name.
Oh,
Don't forget to mention my name, please.
oh, my name's Saris, of course.
Cyrus, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Have you ever
You
heard?
could feel him smiling under the hood, but you can't.
Have you ever heard of a man named Percival?
Percival. Of course.
Do you know?
He was
what
here
they
last
are?
week. We all got together and did this new thing called a deed. It's pretty swell. Everything around here has been getting a lot better.
Do you expect him to come here anytime soon?
I don't know.
Within the next
He
week?
just kind of showed up and made all of our lives better. That guy's a good man.
Did he
Just
let you
showed
do
up.
the deed?
Yeah. Varys left. I'd say maybe a few days, actually, after he left, he showed up. Told us he can make this place a lot better.
And you agreed?
Of course, the elders did. I happened to be doing a particularly crafty grift outside town hall at the time. I'll tell you about it later.
I need an audience with these elders.
I'm not sure if I could do that. But maybe the wife. She has a better standing in town.
Wait, so everyone knows you as a disreputable fellow, but still fall for your grifts?
More that they don't really know who I am. I don't really have a reputation at all. Better that way.
All right.
But the wife,
we talk to your mom
everybody knows her juice. The sap.
You were just there.
She's not in a good mood. It's not smart to bring guests over.
Oh,
I have to catch her in a good mood, and then they can come in.
Well, where are the elders? Can you really show me where they are?
Oh, town hall. Yes, the giant tree with the drum circle around, making those little orbs. Right there, right in there, you'll find them.
Perfect.
Perfect. Puts
Goodbye,
out his
Cyrus.
hand.
High five him
Goodbye.
and then leave.
You really didn't teach them anything. And he goes and
It's a working project.
You can see it clearly from any point in the town. This giant, like tree spire.
Yeah.
And you make your way, and it being kind of like dead center of the town, you can clearly see where your sunflower is pointing, and it's still pointing straight ahead. And even as you get close to the tower and the drumming gets like louder and more rhythmic, you can feel, or you can see that the sunflower is still pointing past the town, behind it, down the road that exits the town, down the main road. And I'd say as you approach and the drums swell and the electricity fills the air, lightning momentarily strikes this big tree with rhythm in accordance with the drums. That's where we'll end our sesh.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Damn.
Goodbye,
You guys,
Tom.
so many tricks in your bags.
Yeah.
And I'm willing to give you more tricks because you know what? Surviving that creature, learning a little bit about the crystals and Tom's past, and making your way through the Thunderstruck Wood. I'd say I'd give you guys another level, a little growth as
Holy
you connect further.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Shut up, Peter. Shut up. Shut up.
What the?
Yes, I'll
I
give
feel
you
like
another one.
Okay, all right.
I mean,
Yo.
that's
Oh, okay. This is a big one.
Say so.
It's a big one.
As something
Big
seems to
level.
shift within you guys as well. So you seem to draw closer to what you feel personal is.
Expertise. Oh, hell yeah.
Excellent. Oh, okay. Things are getting interesting. Paris, are you gonna leave us at the end of this?
How you
You're
doing?
just gonna stay in your home, Paris?
Grifting with your father.
I'll make a new barbarian fighter paladin. I can survive anything.
I like to imagine that there was a few moments in that conversation where your dad was using Gift of Gab, but you have no recollection of it.
Pretending like he doesn't know what it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. That was some nice on the fly workshopping too, my boy. Yes, that was nice.
You, my boy.
That was nice.
I'm like, capitalist society? There's gambling. There's betting. There's gambling.
There's whatever you need. It's here in the Thunderstruck Wood. You never need to go. How did it feel to be back?
Very nice.
Oh yeah. Back in the woods. Without Tom.
So sad. But
It's gonna be a challenge now.
you've done it in such a way where like he can find his way back to you pretty easily. Just it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I wasn't expecting you to have I don't know why you've used it so many times, but like the roots, I always forget about it. You know, the vines.
Oh yeah.
The freaking orb, yo.
Yo, I do
That
like
was
those.
crazy.
That was sick.
That was crazy. You guys getting me. We have to get more creative. Okay, more creative. It's coming. It's coming your way. Okay, but you did run, so I feel a little good.
That's fair.
A little bit. But with that, if you want to see what happens next time, I'm not the Tuesday coming, but the Tuesday after that will be another episode of Chittering Woods. So you can see what gift of gabbing will be going on, what crafty orb use or ensnaring vines or dirt talk may come your way. So come back on the Now Tuesdays. Next Tuesday, we'll be back at Algoron doing our thing, our student thing, and covering the mysteries and romping around as we usually do. We can never promise whether somebody will be deafened or blinded in any of those campaigns.
Gotta show up to find out.
Show up to find out. And this Thursday is a very special beginning.
Oh yes.
Mm-hmm.
Our main man who's not here, Tom, aka Burnsy, will be in the DM seat back to bring a campaign that's very special to our hearts, Champs Challenge. This is the 3rd season, and it's gonna be special. So tune out Thursday. Come on in, see what we're gonna be doing, because it's gonna be fun. So you can find us here on Twitch twice a week, Tuesdays and Thursdays. You can find all our VODs up on YouTube. We're on X, Instagram, your mama's house, maybe even your basement sometimes. We don't know. We like to root around. So if you want to find out what we're doing, come on back.